Validating your feeling does not mean that the feeling is correct. It doesn't mean that it is right or wrong. It just means that at that moment, that is what you're feeling. It's just like a teenage girl or a teenage boy that has a crush on the opposite sex. At that point, you can go preaching for all I care. Hey, it's not good. You don't need this one now. But until they are done processing that feeling, they still have a crush. But you'll be surprised that somebody that has a crush after 1 month doesn't like the boy again or doesn't even want to see the girl again, because they are done processing that emotion. It has frizzled out. So that is how other feelings actually process in our system. Hi people, how are you? How are you doing? And remember, each time I ask how are you, I really mean it. I really want to know how you're doing. So feel free to send me messages on how you're doing. Once again, my name is Hola Oladipupo. I am your comfort corona, and today we'll be talking about something interesting, like a follow-up to what we discussed the last time. And today we'll be talking about something that says your feelings are valid. What did I say? Your feelings are valid, irrespective of what you're feeling. First of all, your feelings are valid as long as it is what you feel, what your body is expressing at the moment. It is the truth. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. So that's what we want to be talking about today. Have you ever been in a situation, or you have shared how you felt, and somebody is telling you are overreacting, Jare, it's not that serious, you are too sensitive. Please be sensitive. Please overreact. Please, it is serious. Because in that moment, when you start listening to this thought, you start feeling in your mind like, am I overreacting? Am I not doing too much like this? And in that instance, you start silencing yourself. Now, there's this thing I used to say, that there's really nothing anybody can do to you if you do not first do that thing to yourself. So when somebody is telling you that you're overreacting, it's not that serious, and you now keep quiet, and you're not talking about your feelings, and you think, I think I'm doing too much. I think I'm being too sensitive. You are silencing yourself. Take the power from others. Don't give them that right over you. You're silencing yourself. The moment you are agreeing with what others are saying concerning you, you yourself are first disregarding your feelings, and you are giving them the permission to disregard your feelings. And I would give you and tell you for free, it is not good for you. Do not let anybody silence you. It may not always make sense to somebody else, because you're actually the one feeling it. It's your emotions, it's your hormones. You're happy, you're hungry, it is all about you. So try, sometimes even when you want to explain it to somebody else, it might not make sense to them, because really they have not walked in your shoes, or at that moment they might actually be in another frame of mind, or they've never experienced what you're experiencing. So to them, you are being sensitive. To them, you are exaggerating. But for you, own it. It is your own experience. Whatever you feel, make it make sense to you. It forms your history. It forms your perspective. Many of us were taught that minimize your feeling, don't talk about it. What has happened to you does not happen to somebody else. You now start comparing what you're going through. You start comparing your pain. I'm not the only one that feels. Now, it's everybody that had carryover. It's not actually making you feel better. You actually do not feel better, but so that everybody do not say that your own is too much, you push it down, you ignore it. When something hurts you, when something genuinely or deeply affects you, you don't just feel the pain, you sit with it. Your feelings are genuine, because really, when this thing happened, so an illustration that easily comes to mind is when you want to make popcorn. You have mixed the corn, you have added sugar, you have added the oil, you have stirred it, and you have set it on the pan, and you cover it. Then the corn starts popping, really, until the corn is done popping. That's when you have your beautiful popcorn. But if you don't let it sit with the heat, and you're opening it mid-air, it is losing it. At the end of the day, you have some corns are popped, some are not popped, and eventually those kind of popcorn is usually trash. Say this one is not good, Jerry. Exactly, that's how you're feeling it. So if you don't sit with your feelings, if you don't validate them yourself, it will become half-baked. You now become a person that you're suppressing too much, and in that case, it will not be something little that would happen, and poof, you're off the edge. And the same people that are telling you that you are doing too much will come back and say, why didn't you speak up now? Why didn't you speak up? We didn't know it was that serious now. So you have to be true to yourself. Your feelings are valid. When we say things like, I shouldn't feel this way, who told you you should not feel that way? From which book of law did you read it that when something hurts, you should not? That's why those feelings have a name. There's a name for happiness, there's a name for joy, there's a name for sadness, there's a name for bitterness, there's something called being overwhelmed. That's why those feelings have name, because they actually do exist. And when you feel those things, you need to be able to sit with it. You need to be able to absorb it and let it blow over. Usually what we now say is that, okay, don't dwell too much in it, but let me give you the gist. When you sit with your emotions, these are the things that happen. You are able to identify what you're feeling. You are able to say, truly, this is what I am feeling. I am happy, I am sad, I am hurt. Then you are able to do root cause analysis. Okay, if I feel this way, why do I feel this way? Oh, I have felt this way in the past. What are the things that happened that brought this feeling? Is this a reoccurrence? Is it something I should it helps you get clarity. It helps you able to analyze the feelings. But the moment the feeling is coming and you chuck it out, the feeling is coming and you chuck it out, one day it would explode and you would not understand what has happened. And then everybody that has been calling you dramatic, that has been calling you are doing too much, they will still come back to blame you. So you yourself, the first step is you yourself acknowledge your feelings. Do not invalidate your feelings. And if you feel you are too expressful, please forgive yourself. You didn't create yourself. Some of us are dramatic, some of us are not. Some of us feel deeply, some of us don't. Some of us, we have become numb. But whatever category you find yourself, forgive yourself. Be vulnerable with yourself. You did not create yourself. It could be as a result of the environment you grew up, probably genetic factors or what have you. But whichever way you process your feelings, sit with it. Don't be a coward. Don't sometimes don't run away from it, because you already run away from yourself, then you accuse people of running away from you. So do not run away from your feelings. Sit in it, process it. You need to cry. You need to groan. You need to just brood, just do something, just be in your feelings, let it blow over. That way you can identify it. That way next time when you have such similar feelings, you can say, this is why I feel this way. One thing you should not do is do not disregard your feelings. Do not call yourself names. Do not encourage others to silence you, and do not silence yourself. When you constantly dismiss your emotions, it can lead to confusion. Like I said, when you sit in it, it can actually bring clarity. You can channel it to the positive way. But when you dismiss it, it can lead to confusion. It can lead to self-doubt. You begin to question yourself. Emotional suppression. Then you come back and say you are depressed, because half of the time you are not processing. Let this thing take a circle, let it take its course, let it blow over. It will definitely blow over. No feelings. You have to consciously sustain a feeling, whether be it joy, be it sadness, because eventually it will frizzle out. So you need to learn to sit with your feelings. You need to be okay with yourself feeling whatever you are feeling.